the most banal, disgusting sexual activities to place in this
Hello and welcome to another edition of Most Haunted, and today we're in a very creepy environment indeed, and this is as far as we can get in for the moment with the unanimous Clock Tower. Now this has been famed for several incidents, several historical catastrophes, such as a monk disaster back in the 15th century when a circle jerk went disastrously wrong at dawn, and several cocks were severed across the land, where white witches would come and bow to the cocks. Talk about a crow of a cock, well, we're going to investigate this whole shit right now, and we're going to be talking to several professionals who really know their stuff, and later on we're going to be filming on location outside where the spirits are most prominent, and we're going to be talking to famed ghost channeler Derek Acorah, who really knows his stuff. Now we're going to be talking to famed Dr. Jack Mortimer, who's just been let out on bail after scientific heresy was released in the Guardian newspaper and slander against the Home Secretary, but that's another matter. We're going to be talking to him very shortly about equipment for this ghost hunt. And we're getting ready to talk to the professor now, who's got some more equipment to show us, and here he is here, out on location outside the clock tower. Jack?
Hello,
or Dr. Mortimer.
Dr. Mortimer, please.
Yes, absolutely. So, Jack, I understand that you've got some more equipment to show us from last time. It was a bit of a... It turned you from sceptical, didn't it, last time?
Well, I thought after the events of the Most Haunted episode, I should invest in some proper scientific equipment so we're not going on folklore and rubbish.
No, absolutely. I mean, you know, as we mentioned last time, we need to get a complete overall view to really determine what sort of level of paranormal activity we're up against here. So you've brought some of the equipment with you because, of course, today we're having to shoot on location, being as there are several restrictions that the programme is under. In entering anywhere in which there has been a masturbation incident of a mental institution scale. It does happen. So what's this little gadget down here then? Well, it looks something like out of a Ghostbusters.
Well, I don't know if you remember a few years ago when we did the Most Haunted episode.
We did.
And at the time we tried to collect some ectoplasm on some tape, which was completely ridiculous.
Well, a lot of people proclaimed it as amateur, but it is a tried and tested method which was used in Aberdeen.
I believe even we called it amateur at the time.
We noted that it could be used by amateurs,
so
but we've got something in a more professional way.
I thought we could upgrade to an ectoplasm hose.
And
it also
how does this operate?
You point and squeeze.
Point and squeeze. And what does this do? Does this suck in like a vacuum?
It's got multiple things you can do. You can actually shoot the ectoplasm in case you're attacked.
So, for example, put you in a scenario here. We were attacked by a spirit with, or a bad demon with hurt on the brain. And it was coming for one of us. Say it wanted to topple one of us over if it couldn't properly channel or communicate its feelings. That could dissuade it from causing any physical damage to a person.
Ghosts, yes. Demons, probably not.
Probably not.
I believe if we see a demon, we're probably going to end up in there.
Okay. And along with that, I understand you have a satchel full of other equipment that could be used in a potential disaster?
Well, I don't particularly like carrying a lot of things. I'll often get other people to do that, students, but in this case we have our lab rat over here, so I brought along the rather heavy item that is the Ouija board. You'll notice it's small.
Of course. Is there a reason for this?
It's for imps.
So if there were midgets, demons that needed to be persuaded onto a pentangle, for channeling them through the Maya
That is why
that would be used.
that is what Dr.
Okay, interesting. Is there anything else?
Not that I'm aware of, apart from this. Would you like to explain?
Yeah, this is a ghost detector.
Ghost detector.
We've put this together from bits and bobs of our old equipment. As you can see, it's going a bit haywire at the moment. Some readings.
So, why do you think this is? Do you think there are active spirits at the moment?
There's lots of them.
Okay. What sort of readings can we expect from your?
Well, at the moment, I'm detecting 7 different beings. Each different heights. I mean, we're ranging from small to large.
So, going back to Dr. Mortimer, there could be potential imps in the area.
Imps, giants.
Imps, giants, eunuchs, that sort of a thing. Jack,
I mean, I know we shouldn't laugh about these matters, but when they do come up on here, the characters used are quite funny. So do apologise if I do start laughing.
Also, I think the comical parody of the 1986 event where an imp demon was found and kicked across the room always brings a laugh to us.
Well, it certainly does. But of course, you can't really go laughing about these imps or demons, as it were, because anything could happen when you are faced with an imp in the room. You never know what can happen, especially if you are over 4'2".
You've had previous experience with imps, haven't you?
I have.
Demons.
In many aspects, it was heavily publicised that I was sexually involved with an imp at one stage, but of course, rumours were never proved. I can't actually say any more on that because of several court cases that are also out against me due to sort of sexual groping and whatnot, inappropriate behaviour. But less of that and more about the paranormal type imp. So let's get a hunting. Okay, now it's time to get really serious, so we're going to speak to paranormal expert Derek Acorah, who's going to be liaising with our experts and really give us a lowdown on what's going on.
Right, so we've been here for a couple of hours now already. We've had things happen to us. The cameras have been playing up. Jack's shoe fell off. And we've just met Derek, who's actually been just scouting the area out at the moment, just to find out what he's been picking up.
Hiya.
Hi Derek, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, well, I don't mean to warn you, but just as we were setting up there, I was getting a very strong impression that there were demons in the area, and I don't know whether you were told this, but this tennis court on the clock tower was once a sanctuary for homosexual eunuchs.
Yeah,
who
we have heard that.
They couldn't actually produce anything.
No.
Because they were eunuchs, but they all had sexual feelings. So we might be up against some very randy midgets, some demons in the area, which is not something that we want to be messing around with.
You don't want to mess around with them. I mean,
so
Jack has actually a bit of history. I mean, you've just been picking this up from your sources here.
Yeah.
But Jack's actually got some history on that.
Yeah.
Well, it's never been confirmed, but books dating back to the 13th century have proven, obviously, before this was a technical school, that this was the site of the famous Friday the 13th midget burning.
That's right, yeah. That was a big affair in which townspeople would come along and look at these freaks, and they would poke them with jagged sticks, and they would kick them because they were only 2 feet tall, so they would just topple over like dominoes. And that's right, I mean, I believe they were burnt at the stake and on a big bonfire.
I don't know if you've read Requiem Diesque Diolo, but
I'm more familiar with that.
it was actually apparently ordered by the Pope at the
Well,
time.
I'm more sort of, Jack, I'm more sort of getting into channeling these demons as opposed to reading the books, because I can't actually read.
Derek, you also pick up scent. Are you smelling anything
Right.
now?
Well, I don't know whether you can smell it, but it's a very crisp sort of smell, with overtones. And as you can see, I mean, the midgets are obviously being angered because although they cannot reach up as high as this tree to create this sort of rainy, hazy sort of storm, but they are in unison creating a sort of fiery tornado. And I don't know whether you can pick that up on the actual readings
Yeah,
there.
I am getting a lot of readings now.
Sort of high readings, about 14, 15 mega amps.
Yeah, 16,
16. That's it. I mean, I'm just smelling that with my nose.
18,
Just smelling that with my nose.
19,
Oh,
20,
already I'm
No, this
feeling
is
a bit.
unpredictable.
22.
I'm feeling a bit.
You're right, Derek.
They're trying to enter me,
We're
but
up
from
at 30.
below the waist because they're so small. Just get off me! What's going on? Already I'm picking up something, and we haven't even started the investigation yet. What? What? I don't know what it. Oh, I'm feeling dreadful. I'm gonna have to sit down a minute, boys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sit down a minute.
Cut the camera.
Oh, don't you do that! Don't you do that! Don't you do that! Okay, boys, the presence is around, but it's very weak. It's very weak. I'm being drawn to the courtyard where the burnings were more prominent, and you know people would sexually deface these imps and midgets. So I think we better proceed. That's where we channel the demons. Whoa!
Someone just push me, Derek. Someone
We
just
need
push
to
me.
get over there. We need to get over there. Hold my hand. Get over there.
The following night we spoke to Hugh Bellend, who used to work as a janitor in the sex dungeon area of the clock tower. He now collects benefits, but he gave us exclusive access to the area and told us about any prior incidents at the clock tower.
I was working there.
We're over here. Sorry.
Alright, well, I was working there before mine. I was working there for a while. I was sweeper upper. I was sort of janitor. And I was picking up all the bits one night. And I saw, because they was all mental in this place, and they were mental midgets on a one ward. And one night I seen them trying to escape. And there was 3 of them on each other's shoulders, so they was about as high as me. And they had a blanket over them, so I caught them. I took the blanket off, and I went, oi. I said, less of that, get back to your ward, and get a beating with a broom. And the next night they tried it again. I thought, here we go. I cottoned on to him, caught him red-handed like, and I went over. I pulled the blanket off, and there was nothing under it. How do you explain that? I've never been so scared in my whole life, apart from when I was at school and I was locked in the PE cupboard with Mr. Dursley. But apart from that, I've never been so scared in my whole life. I don't know what it was. I think it was the ghosts, the dead imps, midgets, fellas, lads, and I've never been there again. I'd never go there again.
So it's now approximately 11:45 p.m. and we've been allowed now into a section of the clock tower that we were not previously allowed entrance into. Yesterday, the footage that you will have just have seen, there were some mild disturbances at the tennis court, and I believe that Derek and his team, comprising of Liam Lodge, Ghost Hunter Extraordinaire, with his equipment, and Dr. Jack Mortimer, went over to the courtyard. Now, unfortunately, for several reasons, that particular piece of footage was unusable due to the fact that there was minimal disturbances and a fault with the film. So, fortunately, speaking to an ex-janitor, we've been now allowed access into a more disturbed area of the clock tower. So, Derek, what do you make of the situation that we're facing now?
Yeah, well, it's interesting you mentioned this place, because I've just had word, actually, that the most banal and disgusting sexual activities took place in this very area, and already I'm getting the chills. And there were several sort of midget demons in here, of which had been castrated, who were made to mix with already eunuch imps, and they lived an entire lifetime in this one room, and they had guns, and they had their own food supplies, and I'm sensing a real anger. Oh, they're angry. They're angry.
Well,
How angry are they?
They're really angry. They're screaming.
Are they pissed?
They would have been, yeah.
I don't like this at all.
Because they would have been drinking all sorts, rum mixed with vodka, and, you know, that they brewed, and they brewed them in the urine tanks that they would have defecated and urinated in, and that's disgusting, and Jack only knows from a scientific point of view how pissed they would have been.
well, I can actually back that up. I was here actually on a completely different expedition back in, I think it was '89, and I was here with my crew. We were all from the universities, and we found this small bottle, and we didn't have any alcohol on us because, well, we just didn't. It was a bit of a stupid mistake. And
You're right, Derek. Things are getting a bit spooky now.
I think I'm channeling. I think I'm channeling these fellas. There's a name that springs to mind. The name is Neil.
Neil. Right.
You speak to us, Neil. You speak to us. Hey? Oh! Oh.
What's Neil saying?
Oh.
You're right, Derek.
Oh. What's going on? What's going on? Why am I so small? Oh. Why am I so small? Oh, I've been locked in this garage with no knob.
Derek, are you quite well?
Derek!
Oh my God! Someone get the medical team. Oh, ladle my custard. Oh,
you bastard.
Derek, you okay?
someone put him in the recovery position. Oh my God!
So something's attacking him. Derek, can you hear us?
Oh, I can actually explain what happened there. The demon passed through my anus and caused me to have several bowel seizures. So, you know, we're just
Quite
trying...
painful then.
Hey?
Very painful.
Very painful indeed. Not
That was
only for
scary.
me, but for the poor demons. They got problems.
I think Jack was actually more scared than I was on that one.
What would you say, Jack? What would you say? You can't deny the fact that that demon passed through my ring.
Well, I think we need to actually see your anus to get some true
Well,
scientific evidence.
We will, but I'm more concerned with...
Oh no.
I'm more
Fight it. Fight it, Derek.
They're here.
I
They're
can
here.
feel them.
You can feel them. They're
You can almost stroke their
punching.
heads.
They're punching. Get off me. Get off me.
Oh, goodness me. Oh, what just happened?
I really don't know what's going on from a scientific point of view. This is quite mad. It's
Liam, are you okay? Are you okay, Liam? Are you okay? Is he alright? He's been attacked like me. He was attacked by the ghost.
I don't know what's going on.
He's been attacked. So you think he's been hit, do you, Derek? Well, he was hit. I was hit. You saw it. Jack, you saw that, didn't you? You can't deny that.
This is truly a shocking experience.
Liam, you okay?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Liam?
Yeah, someone get Derek. Get Derek, get me out of here.
Get Derek, quickly.
Oh my God.
This is a stage one.
Oh, you
This
bastards.
is a stage one.
Oh, you bastards.
Hold him up.
Oh, you bastards. Oh.
Here's my
Derek,
gun.
come back.
And here is my PD. Ah! Oh, no.
Derek.
I don't want to be here
Derek.
anymore. I don't want to be here anymore.
Jack, help him.
Out of the garage.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Let me out.
Don't let him
This is absolutely dreadful, even from a scientific background.
out. Derek, don't let him out, Jack. Jack, don't let him out.
Oh, butter my arse! Oh, blood and stomach pills.
Well, we appear to be experiencing several issues with tonight's live broadcast. We will return you to Most Haunted as soon as the issue has been dealt with.
Right, so we're on our way to find Derek. He's in stage 4 possession, and he's just done a runner up here. For some reason, he's managed to find a gun. So we have to get him down. Jack, he's up the bloody tree, Jack.
Well, this is unexpected.
Don't come any closer. I'll shoot you,
Derek, come
bastards.
down.
I'll shoot you, tall bastards.
Derek, come down.
You're all too tall.
Give me the gun.
No.
Give me the gun.
I'm an uneasy spirit and I'm only 3'9".
We're gonna have to get up here somehow.
You're not coming up here, you tall bastard.
Right, I'm gonna try and climb up.
You're not. I'll shoot you, you tall
No,
bastard.
don't shoot.
I'll shoot you, you bastard.
Oh my god!
Well, it appears that we've lost contact with our live episode tonight of Most Haunted. Oh dear.
He's still up that bloody tree.
No, don't worry, Liam. It's not the first time I've killed a midget.
Just don't kill him.
No, it's merely a tranquilizer dart.
Fuck! Oh. He's not bloody breathing. Oh, what happens now? What happens now?
Oh, come back, you bastard, or I'll shoot you!
No, don't do that.
We'd like to give you an update on what has occurred. Now, it appears already in the following moments since that went out, it appears that Liam Lodge was run over by an ice cream truck on its way back home. The police have fortunately arrived to apprehend Dr. Jack Mortimer, who was out on bail. But it looks like he will be tried at the magistrate's court now for attempted murder. Derek Acorah has since come back to life after that bullet to the throat, but unfortunately has since died during complications due to a wasp sting to his anus.